Joshua, thank you for asking me to be here today. I want to tell you a story, an encounter I had yesterday on my own Adventures in Grace, a pilgrimage. So I flew in yesterday afternoon from the East Coast to Chicago. I took a taxi from the airport to the Hampton Inn, about 10 minutes away from Holy Family, and I was scheduled to be here at 4 o'clock for the sound check with Father Terry and Jean. And I had plenty of time, I thought. I took a shower, I ironed my dress, I called for a taxi using the number they'd given me at the front desk, and I went downstairs to wait. And I waited. 10 to 4, 5 to 4, 4 o'clock. I send a text to Terry and Jean. I'm on my way, waiting for my taxi. I'll be there any minute. 5 after 4, 10 after 4. By now, I've called 2 other taxi companies and tried to get an Uber driver, and no one can come for the next 35 minutes. I must have looked like I was a deer in the headlights, scared to death. I walked to the front desk and I was like, what am I going to do? I've got to be there. And there's a young woman behind the front desk with a mohawk, a lot of tattoos, and she had helped me earlier open the door to my room because it got jammed up. And she and her boss were standing there, and I looked at them and I said, is there any way one of you can drive me to Holy Family Catholic Church? It's 10 minutes away. And they looked at one another back and forth, and I said, I'm supposed to speak. And they looked at one another, and she said, I can. And I was, oh my gosh, you can? Are you kidding? And she's like, yeah, just give me a minute. So she runs across the lobby. I didn't know where she was going. Her boss turns to me and said, she'll be here in a second. I'm sorry it took us a few minutes to say yes. We just needed to figure out what we were going to do. So she pulls in at the front door. I jump in the car, and she goes screaming out of that parking lot. And I burst out laughing. And she said, oh, I'm happy to see you laughing. You look so nervous. And I said, I am nervous. This is a really important night, and we're launching something big. It's called Adventures in Grace. And she kind of looked at me from the side. Mind you, she had a great accent and said, if you're nervous, imagine how I was. I'm from Brazil. And when I was in class, in a speech class, and they were asking me to give a presentation, I kept saying, no, no, no. She said, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. And I looked at her, and I looked at the rosary hanging from her rearview mirror, and I looked at the crosses in her piercings in her ears, and I said, God sent you to me. And she said, maybe. And I looked and I said, I have experienced the sacrament of companionship and kindness as mediated by a young Brazilian immigrant to the United States, who, by the way, had just gotten a promotion that morning to the head of the laundry unit at the hotel. Can you believe that? God is good. And sneaky.